Thanks for staying with us. So we have with us Anita Natacha Akide, popularly known as Tacha, in the building. A former Big Brother Naija Housemate, video blogger, and Instagram influencer. Tacha is the perfect description of beauty and creativity. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys.
Good to have you. So we want you to join this conversation because we're talking about single girls putting their best foot forward. I mean, we started with how we look for partners. How do we look for our long-term partners? Do we look them for social media? Because Pastor Mommy Adeboye was saying that don't look for your life partners on social media. So we discussed that already, but we're now saying that for a young single person, shouldn't you put your best foot forward on social media? How do you package yourself? Do you need to package, or should we just stay natural and just meet Mr. Tom, Dick, and Harry?
No, you definitely have to package. Like,
Abby?
Yeah, I don't care. Like, perception is key. How you want to be addressed, you have to be dressed as such. So for me, it's like you have to be deliberate, you have to be intentional. Whether you want to meet a guy or not, like, just always
if a guy gets you like this Tacha, right?
Yeah.
And sees Tacha is so beautiful, and gets home, you watch all the unexpensive. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, thank you for qualifying that. So he sees you're beautiful and expensive, and he gets home and you wash it all off. Would he recognize Tacha?
I'm beautiful still, like, without the makeup and hair. So he definitely would.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the extent of the packaging? Should it be on, a scale of 1 to 10? Should you be, because some people go to the extent of, having additional, body, additional pad. Now we have the cell pads where you have to add up to make it look like it's there. Or should it be just the regular looking nice, you look good kind of packaging where you do your makeup, you wear the good dresses, or you go to what extent should the packaging be so that at the end of the day it will not be seen that you deceived somebody?
Well, I would say it kind of like depends on what you do. Like for me, there's no limitation to what I can do or how I can look. I could decide to go out. There could be a TikTok challenge where I'm not going all out. It's like my bare face and all of that. So I think it depends on the individual. So if it's a normal, regular, deviled human or individual, well, you take your pictures, make sure they're nice. For me, like I said, I like to be very intentional. So you know what you're getting yourself into. If it's this girl you want to get involved with, know this person is very particular about certain things. And she loves to go out. Like, that's why I think. Yes, exactly. Hold it.
So, Tacha, how would how would you like to meet your partner? Would you like to just, is it enough to meet the person online and have a sort of online relationship? Or would you like to have it outside social media?
Well, for me, though, I love to make virtual friends, actually. Even though sometimes it's actually not advisable, but, like, most of my friends are people that I've met online, and then we talk. We have, like, a very good, positive connection and energy, even though we haven't actually seen. Or probably a friendship of about 3 years. We've met just twice or once, but then the connection is kind of, like, still there. So, what was the question?
How would you try to make that person a life partner? What would you prefer? That is it just enough to be on that social media?
No, I would say meeting someone else on social media is definitely the best, right? Okay. But someone like me, you get what I'm saying? Like,
may not get that.
You can say, there's certain friends you can make.
Would you deliberately take a picture, put it up, and say, I'm single, searching, can't find me?
No,
because
I would indirectly shoot my shot through my caption. Like when I say, when I say my caption, I am nobody's ex, then you know I'm single, and I'm indirectly shooting my shot. So you need to understand. You need to understand.
The men need to understand the lingo. So they're not opening all their mouths to say, but they're saying I'm nobody's ex, meaning I'm available.
See, one of the reasons we're having this conversation, because there are young people out there watching, and if you're 23, 24, and you're young, you're 25, and you're young and you want to date and meet somebody that is a good person in your life. And if people are watching and say, okay, how do I position myself for the kind of man I want? So there are different, there's a church man, there's the fire brand man, there's the high-level, high-class man, there's the international, whatever.
So then what market do you want to attract?
What market? So you are saying that the Tacha market is what?
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Have to talk to
Exactly. The Tacha market is expensive, is deliberate, and very intentional, and has to always look powerful. You get what I'm saying? If I'm home and I'm chilled, let's say we're trying to like go to the beach, have like a fun time together, no makeup, I'm all for that. But when it's time to go out, like AY's birthday, no, we have to
have to slay.
We slayed here. We saw that one.
Understand the assignment and
we saw that one.
completely
I was
executed.
slaying here. I love the jacket.
So yeah,
This jacket no bright at all.
The bling.
They blind me.
But yeah, go ahead, Mira.
Yeah, so just still on this partner thing, what would your partner look like? What would that person be? Like, what sort of job would he have? What sort of business would he have?
Yes.
There are a few people sitting down here and wondering, am I the person? Am I the market?
Go ahead, taking a seat.
Or the caliber.
So what would you say? Maybe
Drink well.
5 points.
rich, hardworking, really considerate and sweet. Because like I'm such a hard worker, and for every time I'm out there, like, really working so hard. I love when you encourage me. Like, sounds so nice to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I know how stressful your week has been. Don't worry, everything's be fine. I mean, it's the price you have to pay for being famous, all of that kind of stuff. But don't just like totally ignore it. And Rich, like I said, hardworking, considerate, sweet, God-fearing, definitely, because I'm a child of God.
This is a very rich package. So if you have somebody who checks 85% or 80% of your list, would you still go ahead?
I think we can wrap up on I think we can wrap up on this. So we know Tacha she ain't shit.
No, exactly. But then I would always say, go for your spec. People have different spec, right? So because T might not be your spec, there's like other girls out there that could be your spec. Don't try to leave your level and try to upgrade.
And if
like,
you're a young girl,
you get embarrassed kind of at the end of it. And then people will be like, girls are this, girls are that. People have different expectations. I'm sorry.
So there's a young girl watching you, Tacha, now, and you can't afford to live the life. You're not Tacha. You don't have a job. You don't have anything. Don't compare yourself to her because she has...
I don't live your life for men. Don't live your life to attract men. For me, I would say, while looking sweet, if the men come, that's fine because I'm single. But I'm not going to do all of this for a guy. Like, don't do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Doing it for you.
Exactly. So if you have to look good, and the guy getting attracted to me should be a plus. Not like the whole aim of me looking so nice. I'm not going to be looking too nice for a guy.
I love it. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll move on to other hot topics before we then interview Tacha. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So we are still just in here with Tacha. So yesterday you went to just break the internet with that your beautiful outfit to AY's birthday party. Tell us about that.
Gosh, it was great. AY is a legend, that's all I can say. And when I got the invite, I was like, hell nah, I'm definitely going to be here. I have to be here and I have to show off nice. So AY is a big shot in the industry. He's been amazing, great worker. He's been there for decades and he inspires a whole lot of us. And he's an inspiration to me.
Did you enjoy the party? How was it?
Well, it was fun. It was so much fun. Like, all of the industry people, you turn this way, you see what people say, hi. You turn this way, like, hi.
Everybody, all the celebrities.
Just hi. Everybody was there because AY is loved by everybody. So everybody honored it, actually. It was so much fun.
So we saw you spraying at the party. So you know it's against the CBN policy.
Oh my gosh,
not supposed to. But you see,
Don't worry, you didn't spray Naira.
Okay, so it's Naira that is
525.
Okay, but you know what? See, as a proper Lagos girl, I want to teach you how to spray. That one you're doing.
My God, teach me.
When you like this, listen.
I love to learn.
You're a young woman. I learn from us.
Right, anti-vibe.
You are throwing the...
So how's it done?
No, it's very ras. They don't do that, honey.
How?
Let me teach you how to do it.
Okay, let me see.
You see, when you're at the party and the music is doing, this is what you
Wait, she has the money here. Oh, so you do it. Let me have a few notes. Let me try.
So that's how you be spraying.
Okay.
It's before you don't destroy the night.
No, wait, because I want you to do it. I want to watch you do it.
Okay, so then be singing. Yeah, be singing.
Oh, we can say somebody's song gonna love me one day. One day. Somebody's ready. Somebody's song gonna love me.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. When you throw it like that,
the Nigerian government come for you.
CBN will catch us because they are there defining the Naira.
Okay.
Tacha?
Thank you.
Okay, so anyways, there was another topic. I don't know if you guys want to talk about the party. Anything
No. But I just want to say there's something just about Tacha herself. You know, she was describing herself and saying things about being deliberate. And even off camera, you could see that. And I'm wondering, you're 25. Most of us at 25, we're still figuring out who we are, you know, but you seem to have, you know, gotten it. So where did you learn that, and why do you think it's important to be that deliberate about everything?
I would say it has so much to do with my background, because, like, these are qualities I thought were common. But being out here in the market, having to live alone, I mean, from the Big Brother house, I couldn't go back to Port Harcourt City. We had to get a place over here in Lagos. So I literally just said, like, living all by myself from 23.
Wow.
And having to interact with people, like, work with people, I figured, like, all of the stuff I thought were common aren't really common. Yeah. And about how I got all of this, I would say from my mom. My mom was such a hard worker, and she was very deliberate and intentional. She would be up all night for a client's dress. My mom used to be a designer. So all of those things used to just look like normal to me. So me at work, there's sometimes I have to work 2 days, like I haven't slept. I'm awake and I'm working and shooting. So, because it's normal to me, like I grew up seeing my mom do all of that. It just felt very normal. And then very deliberate, disciplined. My mom was literally just everything. And I grew up like watching so much of her.
So meeting you personally now, I can see you seem nice. You seem okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you seem. But that's not the perception that we have outside. So I've heard a lot of people talk about you, especially when you came out of the BBN. And what I hear, or what we saw on TV is different from what we're seeing now. How do you handle the perception that people have about you, that you are very rude and you're not really understanding? How do you relate to that?
Is that you?
Well, I love the fact that you brought this up, because then it's like a clear, how do I put it, like testimony of don't judge a book by its cover and don't watch TV and then draw conclusions, because at the end of the day, it's a game. It was a show. We had over 26 housemates. So you saying I know this person in a house of 26 housemates, how did you know me? Like the camera wasn't on me 24/7. That loads of other stuff I did that you didn't get to see. And also these housemates are seeing just 10% of the time what happens to the 90. So you can't be judging me off 10% of your view. Just what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you asking how do I handle it? I think I handle it really well. I see you and I act like me. And I let you play out your judgment. And for you to have said this, it means you've played out your judgment, and I'm actually nice in person, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Tacha, because of the Big Brother, there was that controversy at the time, and you were made to leave. For most of your fans, they started it, what they call Tacha guy. You and all of those people on your side. When you left, people had that sentiment about your leaving. How did you cash out on that negativity at the time? How did you turn it around? What did you make of it? Where are you now from the experience that you had?
Well, I would say I'm so far away from 2019. Like, you guys can see the glory of the Lord all over me.
The glow up.
Exactly. The glow up has been phenomenal, basically, because, like, I didn't see this coming. And about how I was able to convert the whole negativity into positives and stuff. That's my kind of person. Me, I like to move. I don't like to dwell in the moment per se. If this happens, what's the next thing we're doing? How are we moving? So then, yeah, she's been disqualified. Okay, yeah. And then she sees the whole, like, score sheet or whatnot, and I literally topped other of the housemates. And that really broke my heart, like I would always say. Because then, this is not my effort. You guys voted. You guys putting energy, putting your money. So this is your effort, and then it really broke my heart. But at the end of the day, waiting don't happen. We got moved. Exactly. So yeah, turning lemons into lemonade, and trust me, Tacha has been the standard.
It's so
and it's
good
just
to hear you. I mean, I really don't ever judge a book by its cover. But I think that what is work for Tacha? Because I hear you say you work, and people are like, because they see you looking glam and be like, how is she getting this money? Saying, where is she? It's not the same work that we're all working. How is that one? Baba and the Sale? Is that somebody funding you somewhere? Or are you bank? Thank you. That's bankroll. Or is this the work that you're doing that's giving you this?
I would say it's my business funding me, actually, and that's why I made mention, like, earlier, when you do what you do, don't do it for men, do it for yourself. Good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, have your own shit. Even though, well, you need to have money to complement, but I have to have mine. So at the end of the day, like, if you're talking and I have to talk, I'll talk too. Not to be disrespectful or whatnot, but then you can't be, like, totally controlling, because you know, okay, this is a made woman. You can't try to intimidate with, oh, we're not going to be together anymore because all of the funds is coming from you. Or you just know how, like relationships can be. It's never, you actually can never exactly tell. It can just happen. There are just so many uncertainties.
Anything can happen, yeah.
So your back end has to be totally covered. And for me, business is all I've known all my life. My mom was, like I said, a designer and a caterer, and like a hard worker. She had a whole store with machines, and at the end of the day, she's now adding recharge cards to it. She's there like trying to do other stuff while in there. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why, so thinking this is the normal way of doing things. But then being out here and then always
Tacha,
getting asked like...
There's a young man looking at you right now. He's a responsible guy. Maybe he's a lawyer. He hasn't gotten a job yet. He's smart. He thinks you're just the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. And he would really like to have a conversation with you, maybe to lead to something, but he doesn't have the kind of dough you're looking for. He doesn't have the kind of money to take care of you at this time. Would you even look his way, or you just say,
no, I won't, respectfully. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Yeah.
I feel heartbroken.
Okay.
Why? Why not?
Why
so
not?
He has all the qualities that you want, except the money for now.
And he's
but you see the potentials. He's hardworking.
I can't see I'm too busy to see your potential. Don't understand.
Value.
Exactly.
I'm happy you have exactly what you want. I mean, it's good. I mean, like, I'm happy that you're clear, crystal clear.
I find that sometimes it's quite hard to be a young girl in Nigeria because there are many expectations of the way you should carry yourself. Almost like you shouldn't be so flashy and out there if you haven't got a man yet, if you haven't got a man yet. And we have many young girls who watched that show and followed you just because of who you are. What are the things you say to them to put in place for themselves before they even start thinking of a partner?
I love that you said they look up to me. And most of those, my fans, the Titans that look up to me, they've literally followed me through my journey. Yeah. And then they've seen it's been all stages and growth. It wasn't like, oh, she just blew, and then, oh, all of a sudden there are like millions in her account. She had to start from 5K to 10K. She literally multiplied. So if you watch me and you actually do love me, I would love for you to imitate that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I always say, like, you guys, it's good for you to have public figures you look up to, but try to take the positives and ignore the negatives. So then I'm not going to say, okay, everything about Tacha, you have to try to emulate or whatnot. But the part that you think would take you to the next level, like, try to hold that. It can be really hard. Trust me, like, I go through so much stress. And like you said, when you don't have, like, a backbone, you have yourself, you're the first child, you have your family. It gets really intense. And then there are just so many, like, conversations surrounding you, which is men. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want to ever be shut off. Because I don't have money. I can't. Just that I'm, yes.
So encourage them to be in school, to work hard.
Exactly. So I'd encourage you, go to school. If it's business you want to do, that's fine, but give it your all. And trust me, you would actually see your reward.
Let me get into what family, where you've been, how this journey played out. How is family, those are most important to you. Now, I'm not talking your extended, because you mentioned your mom a lot. How are they receiving this fame? Is anybody telling you, or would you do anything that you think would in any way affect your mom? How would you take it? Would you take a decision that you know she would never support?
Okay, so rest in peace to my mom. My mom is late, but I have my dad and my siblings. Talking about taking decisions, well, those people, they love me to the moon and back, and they trust the decisions that I take. I could remember a couple of years ago, I told my dad clearly, I have nothing, trust me. I would want to record YouTube videos. I'll be begging them, please put on the jet for me, someone put on fan here, let me try and record my video, all of that. But then there was just a bit of, not sluggishness per se, but you're communicating with people that is not seeing the future. They're not seeing what you were saying. So I could remember speaking to my dad, I said, Daddy, I'm going to be rich. I said it to him. I said, I'm going to have money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because then you said, okay, your family, aside from extended family, we had just a little bit of, okay, extended family this, extended family that, and how, okay, we're not like so excited with what you do on social media. But at the end of the day, the closest people to me are happy, which is my direct family. So if my dad is giving approval, if my siblings are giving approval, if they understand because they know me from the inside and know what people know of me off social media, they totally approve.
Let me take this call from Benga. Benga, are you there? Hello, Benga, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Benga is my name. I'm calling for the first time on Your View.
Welcome to the show.
I must appreciate what you guys are doing over there. has been very interesting time. I don't
Thank you.
Talking about what Mommy Fulu Adeboye discussed about on whether to not encourage people getting married on social media. My life is a testimony. I met my wife 7-8 years ago.
Where,
Can
sir?
hear you.
Oh, goodness.
We lost that.
I'm so sorry. Try to call back.
Let's talk about your businesses a bit. So I know that you launched some time back a power bank.
Well, some time back,
Yeah.
a couple of days ago, actually, we launched 2 products.
Okay, what are the products?
ST laser hair remover and ST electric toothbrush.
Okay, so how is it doing? How is it doing the
Great,
market?
we've sold out. Like on my way to the studio, we've totally sold out on the laser hair remover.
Laser, wait, what does it do?
So basically, you know, all of the people that go through stress with trying to wax, with trying to, how the shaving stick or like what's it called, hair removal cream, all of that. Like this device can literally leave you hairless in all of those areas you actually don't want to see hairs in, just with consistency. So it's a laser hair remover. It deals with the light, so then you like put it directly to your armpit or
And it takes it off.
line.
Wow.
Exactly. And then you do this about 7 to 9 times, and then you just start noticing the hairs in those areas like growing really slowly, and at some point they'll just stop growing.
Okay, what about the power bank?
The power bank?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So the power bank has been like the most successful product ever on everything Tacha because it is a 10,000 mAh power bank and you charge it to phone without the cord. That's just the sweetest thing about
Wireless.
it. So exactly. So if you're like, oh wow, I'm here at the studio. Oh, I forgot my cord at home. Oh, my charger at home.
Yeah.
You have your power bank.
So you use that plug market.
Exactly. So you just put your device on it and that's
I was going
it.
to ask
It's
about
charging.
friendships.
Yes.
You know, do you have friends? I mean, it's good to have friends from way back. But were you able to keep the friends from way back when you became famous? And were you able to make new friends? Or did you abandon your friends from way back when you became famous?
Should I add to that also? Because we know about that very public controversy, and I'm wondering if you've ever had a...
No, I'm so sorry.
Okay. You know, you had that very public controversy that we all followed. And I'm wondering if there was ever a place for reconciliation. If people have moved from there, sat down girl to girl and said, you know what, let's squash that and move on. Did you ever do that?
No, we didn't. But it's 2021, and trust me, like everybody, like we really have moved on. There's a new season ongoing, and everybody's enjoying it. So I think we'll move past it. We're
Do you
good.
have friends then?
What?
Did you have friends from the past, or they kept?
Yes, I still do have friends from the past, but most of them, like, they're all in Port Harcourt City. So it's whenever I'm back in Port Harcourt, then we get to meet, chill, have a few gist and stuff. But not a lot of friends, actually.
So what's friendship like with celebrities? So, you know, you're in the celebrity circle, you're a celebrity yourself, we see you with
Do you have real friends in that
circle?
circle?
Don't you have celebrity
friends that plastic friends?
Tiwa is my friend.
Okay.
Real friend or plastic?
Real, like the realest ever. I know she's going through a lot, but she's a real G. I love her so much, and she loves me so much.
How do you forgive when friends mess up? Because the truth is, friends
You don't
will.
forgive her.
That's why I'm asking this question. Friends will definitely mess up.
I like to avoid trouble. Trust me. That's why I don't have so many friends. Because I like to avoid drama. I have so much to do that all of the stuff are distractions.
Okay, but when it comes, if trouble finds you,
what do I do?
Yeah, how do you forgive? Do you talk about it? Do you let it go? Do you release yourself, or you just ignore? So there are 2 types of moving on. So sometimes you just move on without really forgiving, and you ignore the person. You ignore that this person exists. But there's another type of moving on where you've released yourself. You've let it go. Which one do you do?
For me, I always like to have conversations. Like, I would never keep anything in my chest because it would affect me more than you, maybe the offender or whatnot. So I love to talk and, like, give it out. If we're not having a conversation over on WhatsApp, I would wait for the right time where we're probably at an event or whatnot. I can even say to myself, Tacha, you're just going to walk by this person, don't say anything. But when I get close, I'm talking without I can't even control. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So this, like, what's it about, that.
So there's no one friend in the world, not in this world,
that would do well.
that you grew up with, that you've remained in contact with, even if distance is there, that this person knows you and you trust that person.
There is. Yeah, I do. I do have a friend. Yeah, there is.
Okay, we have to wrap up. So what are you working on right now? Aside from, don't market your laser on this people. What are you looking for?
Hey, you guys. So I am currently on the challenge. MTV's The Challenge is a U.S. reality show. It's so big. And there's $1 million to be won at the end of the day.
Wow.
And you guys do not want to miss it. Make sure to catch it on DSTV channel 322, MTV Base, and on GOTV channel 72 on Mondays, 8 p.m. You know, it's the bomb. Trust me, you guys would so love it. You guys will really, really love it. And first Nigerian on the show, so you guys should
well done.
Yes.
Well done. We would really like you to make up with Mercy AK. We would really, really like you to say that.
Yeah.
So our fans, we love all of you together.
Yeah.
So we like to get to be close.
And we like that
me, I'm open. Trust me, like you guys, I'm open, and I feel like, well, this is part of the quality where the fans are like so stuck to me because they know I am kind of like an open book. I love to move, trust me. I love to move. It's like, if this happens, like, I move. If we have to talk about it and squash it, perfect. I love to talk. It could just be a misunderstanding that we can squash. But sometimes, you know, just know how women can be sometimes. We can just be in our feelings. It's not the right time for us to have that conversation. We're not. But whenever, me, I'm good.
Give it time. Give it time. Thank you so much. I think you're good pupils. I think you're a very good person. From what I've seen so far, thank you very much. I wish you the best. And we just hope and we continue to root for you. We have to wrap up right now. That's all we can take on the show. We'll be gisting with Tacha. And she's going to the challenge US and we'll be you're on it. You're on that challenge.
Currently on. So you guys make sure to catch it on DSTV channel 322, on MTV 8 p.m. and GoTV channel 72. So yeah.
Have a nice weekend. You're going to pay for that.